there's a lot of case preparation that's been going on. These are mismatched cases. So in Australia, xt500s predominantly were ridden an awful lot. They're not like the Northern Hemisphere where they have a big off season and they get parked up for a long time. So you have a lot of chain derailments which damage cases in these areas here, a lot of smashed cases and a lot of damage incurred. So it's not a mismatched set of, it's not a matched set of cases. So I had to rebore this in the milling machine with a wool hooked boring head. And these cases are pretty much prepped. You can see I've put a time cert in here. They're common places for these to strip out. As far as other case preparation goes, you can see I've got the stator cover here. There's a tiny bit of JB weld. There's only a light dent. However, when I paint it, I want it to look as nice as possible prior to etch priming and painting. Another very shallow mark there. And you can see on the magnesium clutch cover with xt500s, the clutch covers are magnesium and they're very prone to corrosion. You can see if you can close up on that there, a lot of little bits of corrosion around here where dirt and they're put away unclean and corrosion takes hold. So to get a good one is again very difficult. You can see here there had been a brake lever vibrating and rubbing against this, and magnesium being very soft, it doesn't take much for it to leave marks in the cover. So I've filled that with JB weld. I've filed it back by hand, and I've then rubbed it back with 600 wet and dry. And you can see there's a few spots around here where I've done the same. Up here is where a loose exhaust header had been rubbing on the top of this. It's about 1.5 millimeters deep. And I need to finish those surface preparations prior to etch priming this cover. And it should come up quite nice. You can't feel any of these that I have done. These are extra pieces that I've JB welded. These first pieces, you can't feel any of that. So when they're painted, they'll be quite nice and very presentable. That's that. So the motor, keep going. The motor is a 540 kit. So it's been rebored previous to me owning it. So I've honed it out. It needed another thousandths of an inch honed out of it to accommodate the Wiseco piston. Forged piston needed a bigger bore clearance, so I had to take another thou out of that, so that's good. The head's already been, I wouldn't say ported, but cleaned up. It's had the pockets and the bowls all cleaned up. I'll be putting new guides in here, recutting, refacing the valves and seats. The head's pretty good. And then the head studs, I've done the head stud strengthening modification where I've drilled these out, and you have a 6mm through bolt, screws into the bottom of there, which sandwiches it all together. Crank's been rebuilt with a Pro X connecting rod and trued up. It's under 1/1000th of an inch run out, and all other internal engine parts are over here. Move that out of the way. All over here, clean and bagged up, ready to go. So transmission, clutch, kickstarter mechanism, all that sort of stuff's all ready to go. A few other bits and pieces laid out there. We're waiting mainly on transmission bearings, main bearings. And I still need to order a exhaust guide, inlet and exhaust guide and exhaust valves and a few other bits and pieces. And I've also got another second-hand, very good oil pump on its way. I did have 2 oil pumps here, which I had stripped and inspected, but again, they were pretty rough. They've had some stuff go through them, so I wasn't really happy with running those oil pumps. They're pretty scored, pretty deeply. So it's a brand new engine. All bearings are new, the conrod kit's new, the piston's new, a brand new Yoshimura ST1M cam. It'll have all new cam chain, all new cam bearings. The rockers are being faced, it's got elephant's foot adjustment screws. So it should be a nice tight engine when it's done. Everything else is getting replaced, so new valves. You can see here I've done it's got the twin oil feed to the cylinder head, which a lot of people do, but I've also done the grub screw mod to the rocker shafts. So any play in the rocker shafts in the top of the head will now be taken out through the grub screws that now come down through these points here. So should any movement or any play in the rocker shafts should now be eliminated. So it should be a nice quiet engine. I'm contemplating whether I just dummy assemble the engine, just a bare set of cases with the barrel, the head and the rocker box. Pinch everything together with a couple of studs, nuts, and sit the engine assembly into the frame. That's going to allow me to run the stainless header pipe and exhaust and sort the exhaust system out, come up with exhaust mounts while I'm waiting for engine parts. That said, the engine parts that I need should be here tomorrow anyway, so the cam should be here tomorrow, all the transmission bearings should be here tomorrow, so I think I'll just focus on getting the engine together. Hopefully it shouldn't take too much longer, maybe another week, maybe two, because I do need to order valves and exhaust and inlet guides, a few other pieces that I've had forgotten to order. So I need to order those, and I need to put some time into just getting the engine together. So it depends. I don't want to be lifting the engine in and out of the frame unnecessarily too many times and marking everything up. Anyway, that's it. It's not hard to do. It's a set of cases, a barrel and a head, and there's no weight in it, so it's not hard to lift it in and out. So maybe I'll just do it and go ahead with it. Depends whether I can sit still and wait 2 weeks without doing it. It's just been such a long journey to get this far with this bike. It seems I just want to see progress with it. I want to get it done. I want to get it on the road. I want to be riding it and enjoying it. And I want to start my next project as well. But I want to get this one finished first. Next one would be a good SR500 if anybody's got one. SR.